Albania for that statement, and now I will make a statement in my capacity as representative of the Russian Federation. We thank Special Envoy Huang Xia and the chair of the Peacebuilding Commission, the PR of Croatia, Ivan Shimonovic, for their briefings. We welcome representatives of Burundi, the DRC, and Rwanda at this meeting. Situation in the Great Lakes region mainly hinges on the situation in the east of the DRC. We're especially concerned by continuing clashes between the Congolese government forces and the M23 group in the province of North Kivu, as well as tensions between Kinshasa and Kigali. We note that the armed forces of the DRC, MINUSCA, and the regional forces of the EAC have been forced to focus on dealing with the M23 problem, and that has started being exploited by other illegal armed formations. They are stepping up their illegal activities, they're attacking civilians, exploiting natural resources with impunity, and they're strengthening their positions in the east of the country. Overall, natural resources, as has been noted today, are one of the most important factors of instability in the Great Lakes region. The worsening security situation significantly complicates matters in the region and increases the suffering of ordinary people. Members of the Security Council on March 9th to 12th of this year visited Kinshasa and Goma on a field mission, and they saw firsthand how difficult the humanitarian situation is in the east provinces of DRC. It's very important to continue to seek diplomatic solutions to the conflict, including as part of the Luanda and Nairobi negotiation formats. We believe that the priority here should be to achieve a ceasefire and a comprehensive, inclusive dialogue. Here, we hope for the success of further steps by regional actors to pave the way for promoting the intra-Congolese negotiation process and to restore good neighborly relations between the DRC and Rwanda. We believe it is critical to continue coupling synergistic efforts and initiatives on regional cooperation toward achieving meaningful results. We hope that the understanding reached during the 20th Extraordinary Summit of the EAC in early February in Bujumbura, as well as the meeting of members of the EAS and the ICGLR on the sidelines of the 36th Summit of the African Union in mid-February in Addis Ababa, will facilitate the implementation of the Luanda Roadmap and the withdrawal of M23 from the occupied regions. We hope that a constructive role in this will be played by the Angola contingent, which will be supporting the special verification mechanism. We support the efforts of MINUSCA and its leadership. We believe the presence of blue helmets in conflict zones is an important stabilizing factor. We are concerned by recent protests against the presence of the mission. Attacks on peacekeepers are unacceptable. It's important that MINUSCA not only carry out outreach activities with the local population regarding the goals of its presence and content of its mandate, but also listen to the views of the society and government. This would allow it to more effectively carry out its work. We believe that the plan for withdrawal of MINUSCA from the country ought to be implemented in accordance with the reality on the ground and without any artificial timelines. We expect this to happen by July in accordance with the SC Resolution 2066, and we expect a proposal of the SG on reconfiguration of the mission during consultations underway with Kinshasa. To increase the effectiveness of the efforts to defend the civilian population, we're hoping for increased coordination between the Congolese armed forces and MINUSCA, as well as regional and national bodies that are involved in resolving the conflict. We note the meaningful role in alleviating humanitarian consequences of the crisis played by UN organizations. It's clear that military means alone cannot achieve long-term normalization in the east of the DRC and the Great Lakes region. We need dialogue, effective measures for trust building, consolidation of the efforts of regional states, and their awareness of their common responsibility and practical motivation for stabilizing the situation in the GLR. where different interests are closely intertwined. Peaceful and sustainable development, mutually beneficial cooperation, and a focus on collective solutions to longstanding problems, including those linked to illegal exploitation of natural resources, as one of the key factors that fuel armed conflict. This all will benefit all countries of the Great Lakes region. We call for stepping up work to fully implement the fundamental PSCF in the east of the DRC and the GLR of 2013. And we welcome the commitment of the African Union to revitalize this document. For our part, we are willing to support stabilization in the GLR through encouraging dialogue and constructive cooperation between the states of the region. We are committed to close cooperation with the relevant institutes of the UN system and its representatives. In conclusion, Russia fully supports the activity of the Special Envoy of the SG, Huang Xia, to promote interstate dialogue in order to reduce tensions in this part of Africa. Now I resume my functions as President of the Council